This day marks the 10th anniversary of the massacre in Rwanda. Itayi Viriri reports on this and other stories making the news from around the country.
Today is the 10th anniversary of the start of the genocide in Rwanda. When the Rwandan president's plane was shot down on the 7th of April 1994, it signaled the start of a killing spree that left almost 1 million people dead. The killings triggered a massive humanitarian crisis. In just 100 days, more than 800,000 people had been killed, the vast majority of them Tutsis, many victims of their Hutu neighbors. Those who survived fled to neighboring countries where refugee camps struggled to cope.
It was just like it was a human catastrophe. I saw bodies, many bodies all around. I never thought this could happen. I knew in the country there was a problem which had never been sorted out. But I would say I was surprised to see a lot of people could die in a very short time.
Dio Ndakirengwa was working as a doctor in Rwanda at the height of the crisis, but no one was immune from the killings, and doctors and nurses also fell victim to the genocide.
Soon after the massacres of 1994, among those who were killed were also medical staff, doctors, nurses, and the other auxiliary staff were killed. And you could see we had so many people injured. In Rwanda, it was a chaotic in the sense there was no staff, no medicine, nothing, no coordination. So I can't like describe it as like chaotic. The entire international community stayed behind, watched what was going on in Rwanda while they were capable to stop what was going on. I was so shocked to see how the human being, even our neighboring countries, they just stayed aside, silent, even doing anything. The entire international community should be ashamed that they didn't do what they're supposed to do.
More than 4 million people were displaced by the killings, fleeing to Tanzania, the Congo, and Burundi. Here, in massive refugee camps, some help was available from international charities and NGOs, including Trocker. Trocker has been working in Rwanda for the past 10 years. This year, their Lenten appeal focuses on the generation after the genocide.
The situation on the ground have improved a lot. People are recovering slowly from the atrocities of 1994. Social services have been rehabilitated. Schools has been, reconstructed. Health centers has been reconstructed, and now there's, fair, appropriate, social services. But the government still has got a big challenge. The country has got a big challenge of reconciliation.
There are more than 120,000 people in prison awaiting trial for their part in the genocide, and it is estimated that it will take 100 years to try them all. In Ireland, the Rwandan and Burundian communities have joined forces. They both experienced tribally motivated genocide and believe the way forward is to work together as survivors.
We are both small communities, but who are also victims of conflict and killings, massacres which happen in our countries. In Burundi, we have two ethnies who antagonist ethnies, Hutu and Tutsi. In Rwanda, the same thing. The only difference is that in Burundi, most of the killings and massacres are attributed to Tutsi, while in Rwanda it's a Hutu. But we think still we are all victims and we should unite because we all lost our loved ones and we are here because of that situation.
Tomorrow's International Roma Day. The Roma originated in India, but most now live in Romania. In common with nomadic people, the Roma have persistently suffered from racism all around the world. In Ireland, the Roma community numbers about 3,000. The majority of Roma are Roman Catholic, and the Roma language is thousands of years old. In the last 100 years, the Roma started to leave their nomadic lifestyles, but they still hold on to the values of nomadism. The Roma Support Group will be marking International Roma Day again this year at Puffy Point in Dublin.
Next week on Mono, a compelling journey of discovery as an Irish woman goes to Africa in search of her estranged father's family, who don't even know she exists.